I am late. I am super late. I was supposed to stream at 1. I I definitely need to work on a stream schedule. I probably should go back to the weekly stream schedule. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. Oh, hold up. I forgot to change that. That's not supposed to... Hold up. Hold up. Hold on, chat. I forgot to change the name. Hey, give me 1 sec. I got food. I do need to get something to drink though. Hold up. Hold up. Well, yeah. Oh, no, there it goes. I'm just chatting and watching videos. Hold on, I gotta fix the name of stream. There we go. There we go. Tony, hey, what's up, Tony? My boy, my Tony. What's up? Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry I'm a little late. I was supposed to stream at 1 today, but I got so distracted. I was playing a really good Jujutsu Kaisen video. I'm not even joking. Honestly, I just completely forgot. I just completely forgotten about I gotta stream today. I have to update the stream name on Twitch. Marcus, you used to listen to that song. I forgot what was the song name. Tell me in the back. I'm gonna go get something to drink. Alright, I got them in the drink chat. Okay. Nope, you're too late. I already died. Oh shit. Wait. Oh, I will. Hold on. Can you tell me the song? I'll react to it. If I react to it, then I can do it on stream right now. Tell me the song. I'll react to it right now. Got some mini Oreo. I actually got some chips and some mini Oreos because I was getting kind of hungry. Okay. Well, either way, hello everyone. I know I'm late. I'm very, very late. I do need to work on a weekly stream schedule, but you know, so I'm definitely gonna have to go back to a weekly schedule because I was kind of late, so, and I might have to start doing um do it streaming on different days. So Samuel keeps saying he's gonna crack me. What? I did not need to know that. Hold on, let me change the name of the YouTube streams. And of course, work on the description. You did need to know that. I did not need to know that. That is something I didn't want to know about today. You just are being way too weird. All right, there we go. Wait. There we go. Watching / reacting videos and chatting. Yeah, today I don't really have any games set and ready for today. I figured, you know what? Today I can just watch some videos with you guys and chill out, relax, and all that stuff. And also just watch some videos that have been recently uploaded within like 3 days, you know? Samuel doesn't know personal boundaries. It sounds like it, yeah. I'm not weird, you're weird. We're all weird. We're all weird. Hey, I'll admit I am kind of weird, but that's how I am with my disability. So, you know. Yummy Oreos. Let me go ahead and get this up. Anyways, I gotta go remember to listen to the song. I don't even know what the song is. You didn't tell me. You never told me what the song is. But come on. Nope, you're too late. I already died. Oh, is that what it's called? Oh, is that what it's called? Nope, you're too. Okay, hon. Nope, you're too late. I already died. Oh boy. Nope, you're too late. I already died. Ah, yes. I think this is it. Hold on. Wait, hold on. I gotta pause my own music for this. Ah, I see. Okay. Alright, cool. Well, hopefully I don't get no copyright for that one. It's over. We lost. This is 20 minutes ago. Oh, almost 20 minutes ago. I do like that song, by the way. Yeah, that one's cool. Alright. Craycraft, what you got for me? What you got? And some motherfucker is screaming outside my window. Gotta see what he wants. Go for it.
So if you thought Roblox age verification was bad, oh, buckle up, because it's about to get a whole lot worse. You see, I woke up this morning, and this was the first thing I saw when I opened up Twitter on my phone. Discord will age restrict accounts by default unless users verify their age via face scan or...
So Discord's doing this. I think I already knew this was gonna happen. Now there's a massive difference between Discord and Roblox, okay? Roblox is a gaming platform. There's not much we can really do about it. And of course, like, all I wanted was to see ton one last time. You're brain rotted. You're way too brain rotted. I was gonna say, the difference between Discord and Roblox is, like, Roblox is a gaming platform for everyone. It doesn't matter, like, who plays on it. Everyone's gonna be playing on it. There's no point in having age verification on that, right? But Discord, on the other hand, that's a whole ass different thing. That's a different scenario, because Discord, oh my god, it's so bad that that is like the number one place where the bad actors will go to and try to lure you know who over there. What's up, AJ? Welcome to the stream. You're planning on cracking what? What? No. Okay. You're stupid. So if Discord is doing the face scan or ID age verification stuff, I am perfectly fine with that, because Discord is considered technically considered a social platform. No, not Discord. Yeah, unfortunately, Discord. Here's the thing. I understand why Discord is doing something like that, because, oh my god, there has been more bad actors on Discord than there is on Roblox, and Discord has done nothing to do with that. Has done nothing about that. So if they're rolling this out on Discord, I am 100% okay with that.
ID. Everyone right now is freaking out over this, talking about this. It's trending on Twitter. People talking about it on TikTok. And us Roblox players, we've played these games before. We know what this means. We know where this goes. I saw it, and at first I was like, no. This can't be real, right? There's got to be something else. But no, it's true. Discord will age restrict users from certain features starting next month unless the user sends in a face scan or ID.
Here's the thing. I already have age verified myself, so I don't need to worry about that. Some R word is calling me, and others the F slur, and telling people to jump. Okay, can you not say the R word? I'm 12 now. I gotta do my Discord community no more. Unfortunately, it is what it is. There's not much we can really do about it at this point.
You know, I've never felt so defeated. I've never felt so depressed about where the internet is going and where the future is going. Like, I remember as a kid, I was like, oh man, I can't wait to see what the future's like. I can't wait to
unlimited access to the internet.
See what people can do on the internet. And here we are in 2026, and it's just like everything we love and cherish is just getting ruined. And by the way, if you think, oh, that's bad, well, Discord is also going to start spying on you with an
Wait, what?
AI. Look, let's get into all this, okay? So here's the official announcement, straight from Discord support. Discord will soon be expanding our teen safety protections worldwide, including teen by default settings and age assurance designed to create safer experiences.
12 years old. I'm 12.
Learn more about these updates here. Okay, let's learn more. Now, I'm not gonna bore you by reading this entire page right here on the video. This guy right here gave a good TLDR. All Discord accounts will now get a restricted teenage experience by default, meaning if you don't verify your age on Discord with a face scan or your ID, Discord will just automatically assume you're 13 years old and restrict your account based on that information. That means you will have no access to age-restricted servers and channels. You will not be able to speak in Discord stage channels.
Oh, wow. Can I speak in stage channels? Wow.
You will have automatic filters applied to sensitive content. Any friend requests you receive from unfamiliar users will have a warning attached to them. And direct messages from non-friends will be filtered into a separate request inbox. To unlock the full adult access, users must verify they're 18 plus with one of these options. Number one, facial age estimation. We know how this works. We've done it on Roblox. And or uploading a photo of a government-issued ID. And someone put an image here of them literally tricking the AI, by the way, with a photo of a video game. That's Norman Reedus from Death Stranding. Now, need I remind you that literally like 3 to 4 months ago, I'm not joking, September of last year, Discord had a massive data breach where 70,000 government-issued IDs were leaked. And again, I'm not going to bore you by reading the entire article, but here's what you need to know. Basically, in order to do the age verification, Discord uses a third party. That third party collects your information, collects your ID, and it was that third party that had the data breach all those months ago.
I'm going to tell it. Whoa.
Yeah, it
don't do that.
Because that is quite literally how Roblox works. Once you send in your video selfie, it will actually submit that information to a third party. In Roblox's case, it's Persona. That third party then uses that information to verify your age. Verify your age. I put that in quotation marks because we know it's not always the greatest at verifying your age. And in the case of Discord, they don't use Persona like Roblox does. They use the service called 5CA, and that's the service that the data breach occurred. But ultimately, it doesn't really matter because your ID got breached. That was literally October 17th, 2025. And so now, after all of that, Discord turns around and they say, you know what? If you're going to use Discord, you got to give us your ID. You got to give us your face. Like, am I crazy?
That's crazy, though.
Does this just not seem like a good idea? I literally tweeted this. I said a few months ago, Discord literally had a data breach that leaked people's IDs for age verification. I don't really trust stuff like this. And Yes, look, some people say, well, Creecraft, don't you want kids to be safe? Don't you want children to be safe? These systems keep kids safe. Yeah, and they also leak your private information. Now, I don't want my private information, like my government ID, my driver's license, out there where anybody can get it. And if I wasn't a YouTuber whose face is already out there in the world, I wouldn't want these random companies having my face either. But it gets worse. Like I said, it gets worse. Because if you read this post from Dexerto, they did an interview with Discord, and oh man, it gets worse. I'm gonna read this word for word. Okay?
How worse
the
can it get?
company is also introducing an age inference model that runs in the background to help determine whether an account likely belongs to an adult without always requiring direct verification. I read that and I was like, wait a minute. So Discord is making an AI that runs on your computer in the background and then spies on what you're doing to determine if you're an adult or not? What? So I dug a little bit more, and yes, that is exactly what's happening. Let me read this. Some users may not have to go through either form of age verification. Discord is also rolling out an age inference model, which is basically just an AI, that will analyze metadata, like the types of games a user plays, their activity on Discord, and behavioral signals like signs of working hours or the amount of time they spend on Discord. If we have a high confidence that they're an adult, they will not have to go through the other age verification flows. And that's what someone at Discord said. So hold on, let me get this straight. So Discord will now start using an AI to, number one, track the type of games I play.
Okay, so I don't know how to feel about this anymore. This is why I don't use Discord. Yeah, you want... Yeah, there's probably multiple reasons why you don't use Discord. I use it because my friends are on there, and there's been like great communities I've been on. And honestly, I love using Discord. I want to keep using Discord. But if there's gonna be bad decisions Discord's gonna be making and just putting like users ID at risk, then that's people are not gonna be using Discord anymore. But then again, I get what I use private GC group chat. The only girl men I talk to are Bear 5 and I see. But then again, I understand why Discord's doing this. I have no issues with Discord going through with this. So it is what it is. There's not really much I could say about it. So
track my activity on Discord and also track signs of working hours. You will be tracking how long I spend at work. What are we doing? Number one, you can't judge somebody's age based on the type of games they play. Whenever I was 12, I was playing Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty. Those are mature rated games. That doesn't mean I'm an adult. I was like 12. Number two, you're tracking my activity on Discord. What does that mean? Does that mean you're analyzing every single sentence I type? Because like I do a lot of business on Discord. I have a lot of personal information exchanged on Discord. If you're going to be tracking that, well, then guess what? I'm not using Discord. And number three, tracking signals like signs of working hours. Discord, I don't want you to know how often I work. Like that is insane. I like this tweet here. It was quote tweeted Taylor Lorenz. She's a journalist. She said age verification is just mass AI surveillance so that the big tech companies and billionaires can harvest even more of our data. I'm not one to really like get political or get conspiracy up in here, but it really does seem that way, doesn't it? Like everyone says this is to protect the kids. Roblox says it's to protect the children. It's to protect the kids. Discord, oh, it's to protect the kids. We got to protect the children. Please please give us your government ID and your full name and your social security number and all of your personal information because we have to protect the children. And then if you don't do it, they turn around and go, well, you must not like protecting children then. No, I don't like giving these random companies my personal information. I saw this tweet here, and no disrespect to this guy, because, you know, it's a fair question. He says, your own bank can suffer a data breach. What's the point? Like, what's the difference between this and, you know, your bank? If you're so worried about data breaches, it could happen to anybody, right? Your bank could get data breached. And, like, look, here's the thing. Like I explained here, there are certain things in life that you just have to have. You have to have a bank. You can't not have a bank. You have to have a driver's license. You have to have a car in most places. You have to have internet and phone service. Like, these are just basic things that you have to have in order to function in society. Yes, those things can have data breaches, and that is a risk that you just have to take. Discord, though, is a chat app for games. It's a gaming chat app. It's a random company that is using another random company to analyze my data and determine my age based on that data, and I just don't trust these people. Why should I trust a company that literally, well, what is that, January, December, November, 4 months ago, they literally had a data breach, man. Like, you just can't make this up. And it's so depressing. You know, like, as a kid, I was so excited for, like, the future and, like, what was going to happen and all this stuff. But it's like, this just feels so dystopian. I don't know, dude. Like, if I wasn't a YouTuber, I'd delete Discord right now. I wouldn't use it. I'd stop using it. Obviously, I have to have it because there's certain things as a YouTuber that I, you know, have to use Discord for. But, like, this.
Well, wow. That is, like, crazy. Oh yeah, that's right. The Valve lawsuit, dude. I swear to y'all, this did happen. Valve got sued, and they fucking won. I'll even play it for you guys. If it let me. Hello.
There's a reason
There we go.
why that one meme continues to persist. Because somehow it's always true. Valve does nothing and Valve wins anyway. However, only this time in 2026, Valve does nothing and somehow they get sued? Excuse me, you know, Gabe Newell isn't in the files, you know? You know those files on that island? No, he's not on there. He's probably sitting in his yacht wiping his ass with all the money he's made. The same
Yeah, it's
can't be said
true.
about Bill Gates has got more crabs and bugs in his crotch than in the Windows update. Hit the like button and
Oh my God.
subscribe, baby. Now, I have a question for all of you who are watching this right now. I need you to tell me in the comments because 99.99% of my audience is in the United States. Before this story actually happened, I want you to tell me honestly, did you even know there were UK users who use Steam? I was just thinking about that. Do you people even know that we exist? Now, tell me in the comments right now. I want to know. Now, this is the first time in history where everybody is praying that the giant company, in this case Valve, wins the lawsuit. And let me tell you something, they won the lawsuit because the reason why Steam and Gaben has won the lawsuit, because in the eyes of the millions of gamers out there, we collectively have their back. Steam might be the only game launcher that I have set to auto start when my PC starts up. I'm sorry, but that says a lot. Steam reminds me of that time when Thor arrives on the battlefield. I think it was in Infinity War 1. Valve is here to dominate the battlefield. Dominate it in a way that makes the consumers have the power. Because gamers are the ones who are behind Steam, and gamers support Valve all the way through. Because I can speak for myself, definitely, that I chose a platform that represents me. Yes, indeed, because no matter what they do, I'm never using the Epic Game Store, Mr. Principal Skinner. You know, Tim Sweeney. Steam doesn't even set the price, by the way. So I don't know why he's complaining. It's up to the companies, and if they make Steam worse, I guess everybody will just end up pirating games again. Steam has tens of millions of users. Does Epic Games really want us to go back to piracy? If they somehow, by the grace of God, take Steam down. Because you are going to get even less of that that Fortnite money. Whether Epic Games likes it or Ubisoft or Microsoft, the biggest reduction in piracy was how convenient Steam is. So the reason why Steam has won this is because we can all see a corporate shakedown when we see one. This lawsuit has basically shined a light on the nonsensical drama that's going on, because this frivolous lawsuit aimed at Steam is a coordinated attack by Epic Games, definitely, because Epic Games will do everything but offer a better service than Valve. They'll never try and even add those successful features that Steam's got. They will never try to do that. It's more attractive to try and kill Steam and render them completely out of the picture, because in their mind, for some reason, they keep calling it a quote monopoly. But the thing is, a monopoly would insinuate a lack of choice. And as you, the gamer, the person watching this probably, you have a choice of a game distributor. Many choices, actually.
Right.
You don't have to pick Steam, but you choose Steam because it's a reliable, consumer-friendly service, which is something Steam's competitors seemingly have never heard of. So they don't actually know what a monopoly truly is. Steam has a lot of goodwill because of what they do for the consumer. And the thing is, Epic Games, if a competing company has a superior service, like a Steam, you would do everything you can to provide an even better service to entice those customers to come over to you. But we all know you would never do that. It's much easier to cry and complain about it. Unironically, these people are not actually competition. Epic Games is not competing with Steam. You want to know why? It's because the competition is wildly incompetent. It's only a monopoly in those words because they suck so bad. Which means it's not a monopoly, it's just a monopoly in their own brain because they can't handle how they are. So the only way to fix it in their eyes is that they want Steam and Valve eradicated. They want them gone. They would rather continue with their enshittification and refuse to offer what Valve does. A community, a massive online place for gamers to be in. Gamers willingly to be in. That is the direct opposite of Epic Games, Ubisoft, and Microsoft, who want to limit player and consumer feedback. They want the consumers to have no power, their ability to communicate with each other and find better deals. They just want to take their money with the most little effort possible. That's what it comes down to, ladies and gents, this entitlement. They feel they deserve our money. That is at the core of this lawsuit. That is at the core of their ideology. Even if it means weaponizing the justice system to at least cripple their competition. They want everything just to be terrible. They just want everybody to accept that level of awful. They just want things to be bad. They want things to be terrible. And they just want everybody...
Is this just a rare video, or is this like talking about the situation?
To accept the slop they give us. That's why I'm making videos like this, to make sure everybody can see the level of degeneracy we're dealing with. Because think about it, Epic Games and Ubisoft really want the baseline quality to go down and down. That way they can provide less and less and keep more of the money. Oh my god, my terrible product can't compete, so I need the daddy government to handicap the opposition for me. That is what this is all about. No, it's not fair. You're making more than us by not being a complete scumbag. Where we're gonna sue you until you play by the same rules as us. But the thing is, when it comes down to Epic Games though, you know your platform sucks balls when people would rather pay one of your flagship games on a different platform than the one you own. I mean, wow, step your game up, you bums. And remember that Steam prohibits in-game ads and other shady things Epic Games and Ubisoft and all the other companies want to do so desperately. So I don't know what the outcome of this lawsuit is supposed to be. Do they desperately want Valve to merge with these platforms? I don't think it's gonna work out. Valve is privately owned, so they're really like a unicorn. I've said this previously in another video. That is really a unique thing in the current modern market, and Lord Gaben doesn't want to answer to anyone but himself. No shareholders, no board of executives stinking up the joint. Nobody can tell him and his merry band of vagabonds anything. And by the way, speaking of this lawsuit, none of the gamers who are supposedly named in this lawsuit actually asked for this lawsuit. They claim that gamers in the UK apparently want this. That is a load of bollocks. Let me quickly explain what's going on here. The UK, for some reason, uses a legal opt-out system. So basically, they're representing everybody in the UK who has purchased a game through Steam. So basically, nobody in the UK actually knows that this lawsuit is going on. And by the way, buried
Jeez
in the
Louise.
lawsuit is this frequently asked questions for each player to manually opt out of that system. So they claim that there's 14 million gamers who bought a game through Steam. They literally have no idea that they've even been dragged into this. And by the way, Steam themselves have said there's only 10 million-ish gamers in the UK. So even the numbers they used isn't even true. So yeah, just to add, it's an opt-out system. And in the lawsuit, it's like, if you don't want to be part of the claim, you need to opt out. You'll be given the chance to opt out if the claim is certified. We'll publish an option for doing this on the website as soon as the claim reaches this stage. Oh my god, this whole thing is just very insidious, isn't it? Because not only does this mean that there's a bunch of gamers who have been lumped into this without any of their consent, it also means that the people in the UK have no idea that this lawsuit is even a thing. The lawyers in this case, the prosecuting lawyers, can claim that they represent 14 million players without actually having to know any of their names, any of their
Jesus.
points, nothing.
Okay, so so this is just some sort of rant video. Lucia really thought she'd get away with this. Oh boy. I wonder what this is all about. Oh, they're doing a donation. Oh, they're doing a donation? Ooh. That's nice.
So it's officially been a week since my last video on the Deadpool Creator Cup situation, the Kingsman situation.
Yeah.
And I've had some fun covering some other topics in the gaming space since then, including some shorter videos, which has been nice. But I do want to make a longer video today because we are going to revisit the Deadpool Creator Cup situation, specifically about Luciasa. Because in that video, we have some information that's very interesting, specifically what Luciasa said about her fellow creator in the rival space being the creator known as Antigro. And she had apparently accused the guy of being a Charlie Kirk supporter, to which he responded, and then Luciasa seemingly doubled down on this apparent false accusation. And the reason this is especially interesting to go back and take a look at now is because of the timeline of events. As in that prior video, Luciasa finally found out, we talked about how her deleted Twitch VODs actually resurfaced. Someone had re-uploaded them on a website titled luciasa.pages.dev or something like that.
What?
Well, since then, apparently, the videos have been taken down from there too. You now get a 404 error, so I don't know if Luciasa sent something to this person or if they did it themselves. I have no idea what happened with that. But yeah, you apparently can't see those VODs anymore. But nevertheless, while they were still up, there was a especially interesting piece near the end of that video, which I'll play right now.
He's a Charlie Kirk sympathizer. Here you go. He's saying the year of being bothered by someone being killed for political opinions is wrong, and the political opinion is literally Zionism. He's okay. All right. And the political opinion is literally Zionism.
So first of all, she seems to be implying that she's totally okay with the concept of game-ending someone, of eliminating someone in real life, if they have that opinion about Israel that she disagrees with. But you gotta question how much she really cares about Palestine anyways. I mean, this is someone who used her alleged donations to Palestine as a deflection from criticism before. She was literally getting criticized from her own viewers about a take that she also made about Kingsman, comparing supporting Kingsman to people supporting Israel, which, as we've said multiple times now in different videos, was a very weird comparison. But she was getting criticism for that comparison from her own viewers, and she started virtue signaling how much she donated to Palestine, saying something like, "Oh, I've donated more than any of you guys," as if it's just a shield to wave around to deflect criticism with.
Thank you for addressing the Israel thing. When I first heard it, I was really disappointed. Yeah, dude, I'm literally a Muslim Lebanese Arab. I'm a Muslim Lebanese Arab. Like, get that? Like, that's crazy to me. I am a Lebanese Arab. Like, I have 100% donated more. I have definitely donated more than all of you guys combined.
But hey, we already talked about that. The reason we're here again today is because there's something new that popped up, and it has to do with the timeline of events that I noticed regarding accusations she made about the rival's creator Antigro, his response, and how she ghosted the guy multiple times only to apparently just double down, or I guess you could say triple down later. And with all of the information that's now publicly available from those re-uploaded VODs, we can see just how bad Lucy and that whole group really looks. But before we get to that conclusion, let me give you some context into what this is all about with Antigro and CC Luciasa and this whole Mean Girl Club, so to speak. So Antigro was a part of this Discord server titled Rival Creators, which, as it sounds, is apparently for Marvel Rivals creators. Antigro, who I'm just going to call T moving forward because it's way easier, also says that CCFPS is the leader of the Discord server. And so T alleges that back in 2025, he was getting falsely accused of being a Charlie Kirk supporter by Luciasa, and specifically how she was claiming that he said something about, quote, pray for Charlie Kirk, unquote, which T goes on to refute, saying he never said that. He initially addressed this back in 2025 on his TikTok page, and I'll play a relevant portion of that video right here for you to see for yourself. But one quick side note, he sped the video up. I'm not speeding it up. I guess maybe he did it for TikTok or something. Nevertheless, here you go.
Anyways, I found out that she was upset because I had said something along the lines of pray for Charlie Kirk. I then looked through all my stories I'd ever posted. The one story I ever posted related to Charlie Kirk, I will now post now just so you can see it real quick. Hey guys, so cheering for the assassination of somebody who has different political opinions than you is kind of fucking crazy. Have a night. Which, by the way, I would say the exact same thing if it was somebody like Hassan Abi being assassinated. It's I don't care who's the victim. That's the definition of is to kill somebody or perpetuate political violence based on an ideology.
The video goes on significantly longer than that. He also talks about how Luciasa's boyfriend apparently came to his stream, started accusing him of stuff, and he responds similarly saying like, dude, I never said that stuff. You guys are making false quotes up, and it just keeps spiraling out of control from there. Ultimately, from what I've seen, the guy seems to have a pretty neutral stance. He's not really saying that he sides with Charlie Kirk or is a fan of Charlie Kirk or anything like that. He's simply condemning what happened and condemning political violence. As you heard, he said he'd say the same thing if it happened to someone else. For example, a leftist streamer, like a certain Zapper, Dog Zapper. But Luciasa, according to him, completely misrepresents this and essentially accuses him of like directly being a Charlie Kirk supporter, as mentioned. By the way, it's insane that Luciasa is trying to paint this dude out as a problem for his neutral stance. Yet earlier in the video, as I played, Luciasa made a take that many would see as her implying that it's okay to literally eliminate people in real life over their opinion on Zionism in Israel. And it's like, bro,
that's crazy.
That is so much more extreme than anything T has said. This dude is on record condemning political violence. Luciasa is on record arguably doing the opposite.
C of the B still streams. Who is
Yet
C of the B?
Is going to say that he's the problem, and CCFPS is going to side with Luciasa. So T makes these TikTok videos responding to the alleged defamation, and eventually in September 2025 gets a DM from Luciasa that reads, "Hi Tigro, I'm done streaming and I don't want there to be any bad blood between us. I want to actually communicate things privately." Oh, this is I gotta pause already. This is hilarious because as you'll see in a moment, she does the complete opposite. She doesn't actually discuss anything. She just ghosts the dude. She literally stops.
Imagine fucking up so bad and like, especially after what you have done to Kingsman, is just fucking ridiculous.
Like she made an effort to communicate with him either. Like she sends that, and then he starts explaining his side, and then she just like instantly ghosts him. But anyways, you'll see. Like I said, so continuing, she says in this DM, "I want to actually communicate things privately because you said yourself that you didn't even watch my live and you were going off of chat. I don't appreciate you posting a whole video about this when I didn't even get to talk about it to you. I'm not sure if this is for TikTok revenue, but human to human, I'd like to actually talk to you if you feel offended by anything I said." He responds and says, "I'm happy to talk about it with you." That is a crazy statement, though, to imply this is for TikTok revenue. As I've said multiple times, I'm simply making a video to clear my name of something that simply didn't happen. I really think that's a wild thing to say, Lucy. Then we can see Luciasa saying, "Okay, can you let me know what I accuse you of? So we can start from the beginning and I can better understand why this is such a big deal." Then we can see a series of DMs from him. He says, "Okay."
Hold up. Let me get close for this. Videos about money from a TikTok. That's insane. That is insane. That's insane.
Okay, wait, hold on. I really don't appreciate you insinuating I'm defending myself for money. Like, I don't even really want to gloss over that. I made a video since I had dozens of people in my live and DMing me saying that were untrue and had no founding. I don't care about money from a TikTok. She says, okay, that's it. That's all she says. Okay. What happened to the whole, oh, we need to communicate things human to human. This was her human to human interaction. Hey, why is this a big deal? Okay, and that's it. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. T also said this before getting ghosted. Okay, so I'll start by saying I try to go into all situations assuming that I don't know factors involved, so I have no preconceived ideas on anything specific you said on stream. I don't take what random chatters say as 100% truth, and I don't want any ill feelings towards any human, really regardless of ideology. My issue today was that upon being told you unfollowed me, and the claims were that you said something along the lines of, quote, I said to pray for Charlie Kirk, unquote, I immediately discounted that as just a possible random chat accusation with no real basis that I should consider. However, after seeing you did in fact unfollow me, and you yourself said you unfollowed me for the same reason as the chatter, that means that you've spoken about it in some capacity on stream or in a public setting of some kind. So then my next logical question is, what did I say or do that made you unfollow me? Then I find the reason you're unfollowing me is based off of something that didn't happen. I never said, quote, pray for Charlie Kirk, unquote, or any such thing. So naturally, I'm a bit upset that you made claims in a public setting that are unfounded and untrue, leading others to also be misled by your claims.
Ooh.
That's an issue, and that's why I made a video. Simply to say, hey, what was said about me didn't happen, and therefore it's inappropriate to just make random baseless claims. She says nothing in response, and eventually he says, are you going to respond to any of this? Again, I'm quite frustrated that you made claims about me publicly that are incorrect and unfounded, then accusing me of doing it for clout or money. Like, that's just super wild and toxic. Well,
That
we know
is
the part
crazy.
where he said that he doesn't want any ill feelings towards
That
any
is
human,
crazy.
really, regardless of ideology, probably offended Luciasa. She probably saw that. And she was like, oh, I can't talk to this guy. Nah, but real talk, how pathetic is that? I want to talk, communicate human to human, just says nothing. And then it gets worse, though, because...
Also,
in
the name is
resurfaced
Tony.
VODs,
The name.
the deleted stream from
Also, the
January
name Tony
27th,
is a lie.
2026,
It's Toby.
Luciasa
Dude,
is still apparently...
why? Then why did you call yourself Tony? Huh? Did you want to be like Tony Stark? Huh? Huh? Is that what? Is that what? Oh, okay.
defaming this dude. And again, that's why I'm revisiting this topic, because combining what Antigro talked about a few weeks ago with the new information we have from the resurfaced VOD, I mean, it just all makes Luciasa and CCFPS look so awful. And so before we get to that, before we get back to January 22nd, let's talk about CC's involvement here. As Antigro would go on and leak these DMs he got from CCFPS on October 2nd. So not long after that exchange he had with Luciasa. You know, we're talking about like a few days.
It's crazy.
After that. And CCFPS reaches out to T, DMs him and says, yo, just reaching out to you because I kind of have to do some mediator stuff, but I hope you and Lucy can privately talk it out, because on her end, it's getting to the point of harassment from chatters. Again, at this point in time, he had already reached out to her. She's ghosted him. And he's on the receiving end of this alleged defamation that has caused people to harass him. He's saying that's what's happening to him, that her chatters are coming to his stream and harassing him, and other people as well from the internet that are hearing this defamation are coming to harass him. So he didn't instigate this, he didn't start it, he's on the receiving end, apparently, according to the story, right? But CC negates all of that and is saying that it's actually his chatters that are harassing her, because how dare he defend himself from this alleged defamation? She goes on and says, 100% agree. You can defend
So it's
yourself
Toby
however you want, but
CB.
compared to her speaking to
Okay.
roughly 200
I don't
viewers,
know who
he
you're
brought
calling
us maybe
CB,
12,000
but
people
I
and counting. The harassment
Tony
showcase
gave me his
is just
YouTube
going
channel.
steadily increase indefinitely,
So
and I don't want that for any creator.
I'm not
He
CB.
brought it
I
to my
don't
attention,
even
I saw your
use that
videos,
name
and there's
anymore.
a lot of stuff that's not on me to like nitpick or pick apart, but she showed me clips in her VOD that had her saying my bad if she got it wrong and her basically backpedaling. It's hard from a creator perspective to take something that happened on stream and then go make a TikTok on it because it brings too much unwarranted attention, excuse me, and makes a bigger deal out of things than needed to be. Usually with stuff like this, creators go on Twitter, but I think rival creators love doing everything on TikTok, lol. Anyways, I know you're just defending yourself, but I don't know if you plan to. I kind of have to give you a warning. If you keep making multiple videos on it, it'll have to count as harassment, and I'd have to.
So did you use the name? I used to go by CB. I used to, until I realized I actually have to think about what kind. I need to go with something that's VTuber based name, and yeah, no backseas. It's too late. I already said this in a video. I will no longer be called CB. I said this. I am being 100%, and that is final. All right. If I hear one more person call me CB, I'm just blocking the words.
Rival server. But like,
well, except for those who I'm close to.
You're on your own person and you're allowed to post whatever you want, and I don't care usually what happened between creators. But I can't condone future videos from either of you on it. So I'm hoping you guys can settle this peacefully, lol. I took a peep at the comment section, and it's just a lot of negativity brewing towards the both of you. And I'm traumatized from seeing that stuff from my Valorant days. So, once again, he didn't start this stuff. It doesn't matter. Oh, you have more viewers than she does. He didn't take the first shot. She did. You can't then turn around and play victim when he's trying to clear up a lie. And then making it even more extreme is this context where Charlie Kirk got eliminated. And you have people on social media getting a lot of support, making takes, advocating for further political violence against people who support Charlie Kirk. So if she's lying about this dude,
I'm not calling you Markus. You just call me Marcus. You don't have to call me Markus. You can call me Marcus. Markus is just a Japanese way of saying Marcus.
Charlie Kirk, when his stance is actually more neutral. It's not even just an issue of defamation at that point, but also potentially what violence that could incite his direction. And so ultimately, T goes on to defend himself some more here, talking to CCFPS, and she ends by saying this. Yeah, I know this pretty much, and yeah, I think what you did was fine. I'm saying it'll be a problem if you continue posting more, like making more videos. And from the times I've watched your streams and your content, I know you wouldn't promote
what did Turco do to you people?
I don't know. It's just
I don't know.
Social media allows anyone to say whatever they want.
But we should not be talking about Kirk. We should not be talking about him.
Censor his speech. You could only imagine what would happen if she was the arbiter of what's allowed to be said on the internet and what's not. And so now with all that context, that takes us back to the beginning of the video. And the aforementioned clip, apparently from Luciasa's January 22nd, 2026 live stream, where even a few weeks ago, even this year, she's still apparently defaming this guy. And keep in mind, on January 21st is when T made his video, The Integro Files, exposing all this behavior. Yet apparently one day later, Luciasa was on stream saying this.
He's a Charlie Kirk sympathizer. Here you go. He's saying
what?
The year of being bothered by someone being killed for political opinions is wrong, and the political opinion is literally Zionism. He's okay. All right. And the political opinion is literally Zionism.
I'm gonna go. I'm bored. All right, later, Tony.
Video, he also explains why he didn't come forward with this information right away, and why he also doesn't believe any of the apologies from this group of women that harassed Kingsman and also him.
I hope that me speaking on these issues creates an environment where small creators are able to stick up for themselves or speak out against bigger creators who are doing something wrong without receiving threats to be silent. Nobody should be told to stand by and submit to poor behavior or poor treatment. Thankfully, I'm finally in a position where I'm able to speak about this without fear of retribution. retribution. Again, this is stuff I've been holding on to literally for months. I hope this serves as a lesson to speak up for what's right and never stand down on something you believe in. I unfortunately let these people rob me of opportunities by not fully committing to clear my name of slander and clearing my name properly and fully that I would have only been able to participate in had I submitted. I unfortunately had no power to stick up for myself. With this current situation with Kingsman, thankfully the community has pretty much unanimously decided Kingsman was a victim in this scenario and did not deserve the treatment he was receiving from this group. I'd also like to point out that it was only until after this blew up in such a way that apologies were made and given to Kingsman. My point is, when there's not an eye on this type of stuff, it just goes and there's zero accountability. It's only when there are eyes on the situation where suddenly we're apologetic and in the wrong.
So he's essentially saying that, yeah, their apologies are not genuine to Kingsman. And it seems like the majority opinion from people that have followed this topic hold the same sentiment. They don't believe those apologies. As a matter of fact, those apologies from CCFPS and Zazastack looked more like them trying to play victim than anything. Then there's Luciasa, who, again, I don't think ever really apologized for this stuff at all. If anything, she doubled and tripled down more. And none of these people seem to have ever apologized to T for what they did to him. As a matter of fact, as we already discussed, it looks like Luciasa went and tripled down the next day after he made this video. She then quickly deleted the VOD after the stream, but as you know, someone actually got all the VODs and re-uploaded them to that website, luciasa.pages.dev or whatever it's called, and now you get a 404 error when you go to watch the VODs. So again, I don't know what happened with that, but yeah, this is all to say that this group is so freaking toxic. The Kingsman stuff was terrible enough, and then the stuff that T exposed as well, I mean, it just gets worse. Now, to be quite frank, normally when I cover controversies and someone jumps in the middle of it with their own story, a lot of the time I don't really cover that stuff because they don't have evidence. And it's like, sure, they might be telling the truth, but sometimes people are opportunistic and they just jump into controversies with their own story that may or may not be true to try to like ride the publicity, so to speak. But this doesn't seem to be one of those situations because T actually did have receipts. He actually had those messages that corroborate what he said. And then furthermore, from the deleted January 22nd VOD, it does seem like that's further evidence backing up what T has said. And so, ultimately, that's why I decided to go back, watch his video, and cover all of this in more detail in this video. Let me know what you think about this. I do hope you enjoyed the coverage. I will also link Tigro's full video in the description if you want to check out the entire thing for yourself. And as always, thank you for tuning in. Have a lovely week ahead, and I'll see you in the next one.
Oh, all right. Interesting enough. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Why did I get a notification from Jimmy Bob? Well, hopefully that'll be the last of talking about it. 88 million people were just banned off Steam. That was 5 days ago. What? Okay. Okay. All right, Thanos. All right. Uh. All right, Thanos. You. All right. The left just created a monster. Oh boy, what did they do? What is this video? Is this about Emiru?
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. And of course, here's the meme of the day brought to you by 5mind.com. Well, you know exactly how
Okay,
it works
cool.
within the world of leftism, right? Every single week, they need a new hero, a new martyr, a new victim, or if they can't get their hands on the next George Floyd, they need a new enemy, a new person to demonize and attack. Public enemy number one. Remember a couple weeks back, it was, what's that guy's name? Caleb Hammer from the financial audit. Then it was Joey Swole. Ooh, Joey Swole, what did he do? I think
Joey
what was his capital
Swole.
offense? He dressed up as Hulk Hogan, if I'm not mistaken. And you know what that means? That basically makes him literally Hitler. Oh, and of course, how today, doing my normal thing, wake up in the morning and try to see what's going on, what's trending today, and then this pops up in my timeline. I don't usually get this Twitch streamer slop, but then, I mean, how could you miss this graphic? It's quite extreme and colorful. It pops up and it has this young girl's face and says, racist chud. Then I Google the name Emiru,
Racist
and this pops up from Pop Rant.
What?
Emiru faces backlash after dodging ice shooting question during Twitch stream. Netizens say she's pretending
What?
to be apolitical to keep racist followers. And of course, there's a bunch of other takes. Oh, she's MAGA, she's this, she's that, and the other. And so I'm wondering, well, what the hell happened here? And honestly, kind of at the back of my mind, I guess subconsciously thinking, oh, what did this individual say? Maybe she's based. Maybe she said something absolutely badass. Maybe she's the next Asmongould. But no, of course, you can imagine. It's definitely not
Well-
that exciting, no. And really, it's actually so freaking benign that I don't even understand why we're having this conversation. Well, here's what happened. She was questioned about her stance on ice, and she gave a very rational response.
On ice? Like, there's a certain extent where I'm like, okay, sure, I get people wanting big content creators to, like, say their opinions on, like, important topics. I get that, right? But it's like, if you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to, like, get off the internet. Like, I don't understand how in the first place people care so much what they say. I guess it's because they just have a lot of reach or influence, but it's like, why are you listening to them in the first place? I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much as benign as it gets, and frankly, I think we should probably hear those words more often. I am not a person that is involved in politics. I'm not exactly informed on the topic, so I'm gonna refrain from making a comment. You know, the world would probably be a better place if more people had this type of humble response, but no, instead, the moment something political happens, you got all these friggin' doofuses who have their brains bombarded with all kinds of propaganda, and all of a sudden, everyone's a political expert. Oh, everyone's making these big, grandiose claims. That's, of course, what they wanted here. Well, actually, the truth is what they really wanted is to use peer pressure, intimidation, to essentially intimidate and force her into giving the take that they want for their side. We saw a lot of this during the Israel-Gaza stuff. Oh, you better call it a genocide. You better say free Palestine or we will literally kill you. I mean, these
That's
people
crazy.
are freaking unhinged. They're insane. Leave the poor girl alone. But no, instead, it's been an an all-out campaign to label her not just as MAGA, but as now racist as well, and the proof is in the pudding, right? She used to do a podcast with Asmongold and another Twitch streamer by the name of Techtown, and well, there it is. They're photographed together, and as we know, Asmongold, he's an evil, deplorable racist because he says things that I disagree with, and therefore, by sheer connection, she is as well. Oh my lord, these people are so infuriating, they're so stupid. And really, it goes to show just how in the dumps our political culture is. Oh, the right is so divisive, Donald Trump is so divisive. No, you people are so divisive. You can't even fathom the idea that people would have family members that they still communicate with, or friends that they still communicate with, or that they might still be cordial, or even friends with, that have different political opinions. No, for them, it's life and death. If you disagree with me, it means that you're a literal Nazi and want to bring back the Holocaust. It's so incredibly stupid. And what's so frustrating is the combination here of stupid and self-righteousness. I got the perfect clip to make that example from possibly one of the worst people on the internet, another streamer by the name of Denims, although I was a little bit reluctant to play this clip because Denims for the most part is completely irrelevant and I kind of would like to leave it that way. Anyways, look at this.
When did people on the right get so soy? You're smearing and defaming by calling someone a chud. No, it tells me everything I need to know about the character of someone who talks about things this way. I don't know why this, I mean, it's intentional ignorance, but that's okay. It tells me everything I need to know about this person. If you are fine with commenting on things you don't know about when it benefits you, when you know your audience will like you talking about it, that's one thing. But then for you to use an opportunity or ignore an opportunity where you could talk about something, maybe your audience doesn't like it, maybe you could educate them on it a little bit, but you choose not to, you're just siding with whatever your chud or chudette audience wants to hear. She's right when she says most streamers are not qualified to talk about politics. Okay, here's the thing, dude. You actually don't have to be qualified to talk about politics to say ice. It's not that hard of a concept.
Yeah.
You know who doesn't do political content? Cutie Cinderella. Cutie Cinderella literally never does political content. And even she's capable of saying ice. What about Cinna? These are, you don't have to be a political creator to recognize that it's not hard to say ice. If you're an adult in this country, you should be the minimal amount invested in politics because you live here. There's this weird idea in America, especially, where like you can just be an adult and be like, oh, I don't care about politics. What? If you're above the age of 18, you should care about politics in your country. You don't get to be like, well, I don't agree with this whole taxes thing, so I'm just not gonna pay for it.
Jeez
You can't
Louise.
say like, well, I'm just not gonna care about all this politics stuff. This is by far like the, I think, dumbest American quality. Saying I'm not into politics.
And you know, she thinks she's making this deep, insightful point, but what she's saying there is filled with contradictions. She starts off by saying, well, you should talk about it, even if you're uninformed, because then maybe you can educate your audience. How are you going to educate your audience if you're uninformed? I mean, the statement you're making to begin with is totally paradoxical and makes no sense. Then she addresses another typical comment, that most streamers are uninformed and probably shouldn't be speaking about these things, which I think totally applies to Denims. But she responds to that by saying, you don't have to be qualified about politics to say F ICE. Yeah, it's just so easy. Just regurgitate our propaganda. Just push our political partisan line, or else you're a terrible person and you're siding with the racists. No, maybe it's a whole lot more nuanced, right? But that's not what you want people to believe. No, for you it's black and white. It's good versus evil. MAGA bad. ICE evil Gestapo. Oh, and I love the later example. You know who doesn't do political content? Cutie Cinderella. Oh, but she's constantly pushing the most idiotic, ignorant posts all over social media relating to politics and using her platform to push our ideological line. So just be more like her. Yeah, that's probably the worst advice I think I've ever heard. Be more like Ludwig's ignorant wife who posts her idiotic political statements, which she's totally entitled to, and then
That's
closes
crazy.
the comments in response on X because she doesn't want to deal with the backlash. No, people are allowed to simply want to stay in their lane. You have the right to do that. But obviously these leftoids can't see it that way because for them, they can't even entertain the concept of being wrong. No, they're right about everything and therefore everybody has to parrot their talking points or else.
Oh my god, there is a, just as we were watching this video, I found Emeru posted this yesterday. Hold on, I'm gonna read this. Hello, it's very rare I will speak my mind, but I'd rather get my thoughts out there, so apologies if this is long. there's a clip from my stream that's been circling a lot, so I like to explain it for anyone who was hurt or shocked about it. The lefties. No, I'm joking. Don't take that offensive, guys. I'm just joking. Ooh, excuse me. When the clip starts, I was responding to a mod asking a question that included the word ice. Not someone who normally comments on or gives my opinion on serious world topics, so it didn't really click to me that they were referring to the agency. Yeah, you can see the clip where I said thoughts on ice. There is a instant cut afterwards that makes it seem like I'm responding directly to that question, which I'm not. So Emaru is basically saying what Emaru is basically saying. She thought they were asking them about like ice cubes, like the frozen stuff, not the agency and all that stuff. Which is ridiculous. To clarify, since this is how it's gone, a lot of people. Actually, no, I can actually show this. Hold on, let me pull up Twitter real quick. I'll pull up Twitter right now, and I will show you the tweet. I'll finish off. Oh Jesus. Yeah, right here. Oof. To clarify, since this has gone, a lot of people speculating about my real thoughts, quote unquote, it should go without saying no one deserves to live their lives in fear of being killed or taken away from their homes or families, regardless of who is doing it, but especially not because of ICE, the agency or the agency or any other government agency. I understand the world is a very cruel and mess up place. You don't have to study politics or actively read the news to know that. I would never want to invalidate anyone who struggles with those things, and an agency like causing fear and suffering deserves zero support. To me, that's not even political. It's basic human empathy. Well, I guess. I don't know. I never made comments on stream about ICE, the agency. In the first place, that was a dishonest and intentionally malicious clip post. It's a very common thing that clip accounts do to streamers, and it's becoming more and more common. But it should go without saying, no one should have to live in fear or suffer because of who they are or where they're from. This is something that always been important to me. I just tend to try to focus my creative stuff around games and cosplay and then try to take up room in an environment already polluted by misinformation and hatred. You guys think I actually fuck up my wordings way too much? Because I tend to fucking do that, and it's not fun. It is not good. It is not good. It is definitely not fucking good. Additionally, I thought I might as well bring this up now. It's a very traumatic and personal topic, so that is why I avoid talking about it. I will never be friends with anyone who abuses anyone, assaults people, or consumes content that enables the abuse of children. I've always been a creator who is friends or on good terms with basically everybody, streamers in Texas, in LA, and all different bubbles. And this has unfortunately included some bad actors. Yeah, if you guys know, you guys know. No, no, but seriously though, I think there's some things you guys will know about. Uh, Wait, can you guys even see this? Hold on. On my screen, it looks kind of small, so I need to pull up my own stream to. Okay, well that's set on 140p. Let me go to my other one. I'm probably not my own my stream. Ooh, you guys can't. So let me. I'm just making sure you guys are able to see it. You guys. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. All right, so back to this. A lot of people have questioned how these bad actors found their way into my circle, but it is certainly not because I am okay with vile behavior, not abuse, not sexual assault, nor the new the you know what. These guys did their best to hide their behavior not only from me but from everyone around us as long as they possibly could. As serious allegations or evidence came out, I always immediately dropped them and vowed to never make contact with them again. Basically, everyone in Austin did the same. And these incidents, multiple of them, of course, were something the streamer community here talked about extensively and affected all of us a lot. That is wow. Okay. I wanted to put some thoughts on that, but I can't really think of anything. I thought actions over words, never interacted with those people again, and prevented them from being involved in streamer community activities, a lot of which in Austin are hosted by me. Would send a clear message that this type of shit isn't welcome. I suppose maybe that I did not make how I felt clear. Honestly, I have no words for this. I should do. I need to commentate more, but I guess like. Oh. I guess I'm getting tired, dude. Ugh. All right. Well, hopefully this makes it more clear. Anyone who abuses people or children is not my friend and never will be again. Always has been that way and always will continue to be that way. I know this won't stop people from taking issues with the way I do things. I don't expect it to be. I'm saying this because I know my community and friends are fatigued. That's pretty much it. Thank you for taking the time to read this. I will continue doing what I usually do. I just want to finally say something because the speculation and lies were getting out of control. It's likely continue, but I hope putting my stance out there will help those who already feel unsupported and unsafe. Like there's one less person trying to send hatred. Wow. If this wow, and this is from like legit. Just I was watching it. It was just I was watching. When was this video made? It was made yesterday. But I think it would Gronk summarize. People are just having grog to summarize it. It's crazy.
You're a terrible person. There's no nuance in any of these political discussions. No, Renee Good was simply indiscriminately murdered by an evil ICE agent. Yeah, clearly that's not true. And if you saw the Renee Good case actually make it to court, well, I don't know, maybe something tells me that it probably wouldn't be such a cut and dry conclusion now, would it? Yeah, well, obviously, because things aren't necessarily as simple as the left likes to make it seem. And that's why instead of engaging in debate, debating the ideas and winning, no, they just default to cult-like ideological enforcement. Say what we say or else. Say what we want you to say or we will destroy you and label you a racist on social media. These people are insane. They're insane. They're absolutely insane. And it's
They're
so obvious the
absolutely
political side
insane.
that's constantly declaring themselves as morally superior in every aspect. They constantly exhibit the worst of humanity. The arrogance, the narcissism, the intimidation tactics. They claim the other side is fascistic, but they're the only ones who engage in ideological enforcement in what I think you could easily describe as fascism. You know, I never really thought about it this way. I never really expected to have a horse in the race here. Never thought I'd say this, but just leave Emiru alone. Let her stream
Right.
her video games and enjoy her time with her audience, doing whatever the hell they do. I don't know, baking cookies and drinking hot chocolate. I don't freaking know. And leave the politics out of it. We have enough idiotic Billie Eilish type characters in the world of online streaming. We don't need another, whether right or left wing, frankly. People should stick in their lane. We have enough stupid celebrities and cultural characters
Yep.
misinforming the public already. Let the people who actually care about this stuff actually debate it. And you know what, you leftoids, how about you start getting in the ideological debate instead? How about you start, coming on the front lines, and I don't mean in Minneapolis, I mean start debating the ideas and really getting into the nitty gritty with us here in the independent media sphere instead of running chicken shit all the time and just using social peer pressure and intimidation tactics to spread your ideology. Emiru did the right thing. She stayed in her lane, and the left, once again, showed its disgusting side. Anyways, that's what I got for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
That's crazy. Who is this man right here? Who is it? Scotland CB. I should be definitely concerned about that. That's insane though. Insane and crazy. Dumbest post getting cooked by comments for 30 minutes straight. Ooh, let's watch this. We're gonna watch this.
What type
What's
of
this?
hairstyle is this?
What kind type of hairstyle? The Blackbeard ship. The One Piece ship.
There once was a ship that put to sea. Ah, hair.
God Gold Glory. Ah, haircut.
The stand user could be anyone. The stand user.
I wonder what her favorite period in history is.
Oh.
How my entire class finna get once they find out the teacher has a phobia of pirate ships.
Bruh. Let them eat cake. Ah, haircut.
Good lord.
Bro ate the entire family.
Bro ate the entire
Girl wants
family.
attention when she has a phone, bro.
There's a
Jeez.
shortage of bus drivers.
Attention seeker final boss.
Santa isn't real, and your mom is the tooth fairy.
That's why I hate kids. Okay, Timmy Tough Knuckles.
The teeth screams 3rd grade.
Oh.
Dads in foreign countries. Dads in India.
Damn this. Edit. OMG fans for 15 likes. Edit. 37 likes. Edit. 67 likes. What the Sigma. Edit. 137 likes. Edit. 160 likes.
Does YouTube Shorts cause brain damage or something? Most of these aren't even coherent.
Speed McQueen was never
The
funny.
Lord. Speed McQueen.
Letter P. Those who knows?
Yo, why am I pinned?
You're a bot. That's a bot right
Am
there.
I the only one who absolutely hates Speed McQueen? Never found
Speed
this dude's funny even back then.
Don't move. Like. Favorite. Comment.
Oh.
Copy link.
Go.
What was that first video?
With me.
No, they are taking over my meow.
Please don't hurt me.
Don't move.
Don't move.
Meow, we are friends.
I'm not going to forgive you for eyeing my meow.
You don't know what you're getting yourself into. I'm a new soul. I came to this strange world hoping I could learn a bit about how to give and take. Since I came here, I felt the joy and the fear, finding myself making every possible mistake.
What?
Well, I have to move to do all that. And you just said, don't move.
Brookhaven outfits.
Good Lord. Different outfits. That's
He
crazy.
brought the whole base. Who the plays Brookhaven gang?
The Super Lodge with combination.
Hell nah. What the
YouTube Shorts final boss.
First one is Indian, 9 years old.
Bro is not Thrag.
Don't give little kids Robux. Last one was normal.
Agreed. His family probably raised him very well. The Viltrumite Empire.
Give Viltrumite Empire.
Brookhaven outfits. Broken outfits.
A little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Bro couldn't handle the huzz. Blood instantly turned red.
Ten missed calls from the calculator.
10 missed calls from the calculator.
Weather app calling, bro.
Bro's phone ain't linging.
Calculator called bro.
Hold on, clock app calling me right now.
Oh my god.
Nobody
These comments. Nobody calling.
Uncle is not going anywhere. Bro didn't unlock that R yet.
Good Lord.
Bro lost the Wi-Fi connection.
Uncle's ping is 999.
Bro, reach the end of the Minecraft world.
Reach level 12 to unlock.
Onk, please return to the playable area.
Access unlocked at level 10. Uncle.
Bro was lagging.
In Japan, broken things are usually repaired with gold. Me in Japan.
No
What?
joke, guys.
Is this a sign
No,
of
sure.
gamble? This dude's got the right spirit.
Oh my god!
Golden die.
Is this my sign to gamble my son's college funds?
Ugh, I'm so broken they wouldn't have enough gold in the world to fix me. I've embraced how broken I am. This is who I am as a person.
You stupid n-
Yet your heart is what? Goal. We're going up, up, up. It's our moment, you know, together. We're glowing, gonna be golden.
Wow.
My in Japan.
Bruh.
Y'all laughing now, but some of y'all probably were that person in middle school.
Oh, hold on. Alright, hold on, chat. I'll be right back. Give me 1 sec. What's up? I'm back, chat. Sorry, I had to pick up the dog out for a minute and I had to go to the bathroom. Alright. Oh, my fish.
Feeling. Learning dark psychology at a young age.
Ooh.
My TikTok is becoming normal again.
Hey, you don't want to mess with me,
That's me 100%. I learned that at 5 years old.
I did a 1 versus 10,000. Guess who won? I manipulated you heavily when I was 2. My alpha dad taught me.
I once was is a 7v1.
I let my inner voice take over at school and everyone had to go home.
I remember being in a 1 versus 5 and my inner voice told me to let it all out, so I did, and guess what happened?
Well.
Funk is music that makes me feel powerful.
Bro, funk make me feels like model.
What?
Old funk.
Murder in my mind, actually.
Oh,
It's not.
they bet.
It's
They're gone.
And I am a girl who's been a funk fan since 2021. How much older do I get?
Hey, Adrian.
When I'm working out.
Running to the kitchen isn't working out.
Oh shit!
Girls, hands up if you're listening to funk.
Oh.
Bro looks easy to draw.
What?
Why the he look like a Disney character?
Imagine
What?
your dad as a kid.
What's with that long-faced son? Built like an Xbox 360 avatar. Doesn't anybody realize that this summer was the worst summer ever?
Wait! Stop!
Stop scrolling!
Wait, stop scrolling. Bro got 3 warning.
Bro went too far, so Jesus had to intervene.
Oh.
We see bookmarks, bro.
Bro, literally Jesus Christ had to intervene.
Literally, Jesus, that's interview. Bro, what?
Big news for the jobless.
How about you do your lawn dairy?
Wholly unemployed.
Get a job dairy.
How about touching some grass dairy?
Bro, need to shower today.
I shower too much to understand this.
Unemployment final boss. Jobs, bro. Jobs.
Don't forget the deodorant dairy.
Fine. I'll be the villain in your story. Just don't.
Unemployed final boss.
And that should get like millions of likes, bruh.
Unskippable ad.
It's like watching a lower life form.
Are more healthier than that.
Jesus. That kick was not tough. It didn't even touch Matt.
So we hating on anything now, huh?
Just enjoy life.
Why my goat Matt in the streets of Boston?
We all done that kick before, don't lie.
What the hell? It was tough.
Is that the guy from Friday Night Funkin'?
Is that the guy from Friday Night Funkin'? Wait, are we still going to that guy?
So we hating on anything now, huh?
Oh,
Boston.
It was tough.
You ever get 100 chicken sandwiches?
There we go.
I forgot to mention, it's actually for the homeless, by the way. I'm homeless, I will give you free. Oh, yeah.
He didn't even see the cameras, he just wanted to help.
Don't do this shit in local businesses, bro.
Don't do that.
Upgraded the combobulator.
You think he realized you was recording?
That POV probably go crazy.
Combobulator 9000.
Boy. Edit. I started a war.
Song. The producer.
No.
The video. The comment,
What?
The edit. Edit. Mom and famous.
Damn it.
Good lord.
No way they find this funny.
Normal people. Legends.
He said in Japanese. The idea is too genius. W is Japanese slang for LOL. Bro before, bro now. Edit. Thank you so much for 0 likes.
0 likes. Good lord. Nah.
The Rock did not came there.
There's no way that. No. No, the Rock. There's no way the Rock came there.
Roblox haircut.
Roblox haircut.
I need Rock's hair.
Look for the 67 haircut in that poster.
What type of hairstyle is this?
We've seen this. I think it's on repeat. Yeah. Alright, let's just bleh. Let's see. This VTuber tried to cancel Tomi Yumari and end up destroying the VTuber group. VTuber tries to cancel an active military VTuber and fails? Hold up, I gotta see this. I need to see this. Hold up, I need to see this.
Hello everyone and welcome to another brand new video. Now this one is a very peculiar story because have you guys ever seen someone try to go and call out and cancel someone, but it ends up completely blowing up in their face to the point where, well, the overall community reception was so bad that an entire VTubing group that this VTuber who was trying to go and cancel someone else actually end up just getting disbanded. It's gone. It is deleted as we speak, and it's all because they completely failed on trying to cancel another VTuber. Now, this is the story of Umari Tome, which hopefully I said their name correctly. A lot of VTubers have some crazy names, which is a military-based horse VTuber girl, who I believe also may have been corporate before, then now went to indie at this point, has been somewhat around the VTubings for quite some time.
Yeah.
Very beloved, and of course as well, I am one person who will always respect people a part of the military, so thank you very much for your service. But that doesn't always go and bode towards the same other people, because a lot of people out there in the world, well, you mess up one time, especially in the VTubing world, and that will go and plague your entire life for the rest of your entire VTubing world until you go and re-debut or graduate. And that's one thing I've never really liked about the VTubing sphere is I've seen as an ongoing tourist, where you go do one thing or one thing that people just for some odd reason don't like or appreciate, and to them you are basically Hitler. And that's not good. Not good. But regardless, when it comes to this stuff, this got very intense over the last few days. Now, as I mentioned, there's been a lot of political tension everywhere. The left versus the right, and it really does kind of feel like there's like 30 VTubers that are just back and forth, and they just go and fight nonstop. Now, for me, who's been slowly doing this random gossip channel, is very entertaining, to say the least. But when it comes to the world, it gets a little stressful, especially when people are trying to make videos to cancel you. And thankfully, a lot of people I think do have brains, and well, at this point, Tome is not canceled. Let's go and give you guys the whole story of what actually happened that led to this point. So feel free to subscribe and leave a like if you guys enjoyed the video, or as well, we have our own Twitter and Twitch down below, or if I'm completely wrong, feel free to let me know. But I'm just happy that this kind of happened because this person...
Hey, can we go? Let's go.
For their VTubing model, and I believe they also are active military in real life, so it's somewhat like a combination of between the two. Like it's something that they do in real life, and it applies to the character. But they've also been getting a lot of heat. So as I mentioned, there's been like ICE issues and stuff. That's not the big focal point of this video, but obviously it's very controversial, and a lot of people have their own opinions on it. So it leads towards heated discussions. You know, it leads towards the world, where some people at this point don't even like cops or military people just blatantly. Now, as I mentioned, I always kind of have like, you know, respect for my troops out there. And I think a lot of people also in the VTubing sphere do as well. Like you can kind of separate between the two if you need to. But this kind of led towards a big call up. I'm kind of giving you guys the story, I guess, the pre-story. where there is a buildup, there's a tension building up, because this person, Tomoe, who was a part of the military world, if you will, a lot of people were expecting comments, and they wanted to go discuss, like, do you agree with this? Do you disagree with this? What is your political stance? And they were very much like, it is not my place. It is not my time, it's not my place. For two different reasons. Number one, and somewhat kind of like a my and two as well, I'm more here to be an entertainer. Like, I don't really want to shove down my own political opinions down your throats. I want you to believe in what you believe in, and that's how it should be. Like, if you have your own thoughts or your feelings, that's how it should be. But part two of it is there's also some big callouts when it comes to active military or active contracts, where you just really cannot literally go and talk about opinions or discuss the military. And, you know, if you guys ever worked a proper corporate job, sometimes you just can't do that. You know, it's not good. Whether you agree or disagree, there's no winning. It can have you literally lose your contract, lose your job. So sometimes you just literally cannot. You know, maybe like you're a corporate VTuber, sometimes they're like, hey, we can't do this, we have sponsors, we can't do this. It's just the way the lands. Now, you could agree or disagree, that's fine, but just the reality of the world. But that was not okay with everyone. Because there was this one VTuber over here called Momi Rat who tried to go make this call-out video, and we can go and sit here and watch it. But as I mentioned, this completely backfired for them all. Now, if you guys remember to go and see the dislikes, the dislike ratio is insane to the point where the comment section has now been turned off. And as well, they're trying to call them performative and gross, and we'll get to it in a second. But because of the backlash, and because of how much of a somewhat not good take this is, number one, trying to attack a bigger content creator without actually being in the right, and number two, the fact of like all the other things we discussed. The fact that sometimes as a contract, you can't even talk about it. Sometimes it's just not the place. Sometimes people are not well versed, and sometimes people just want to have an escapism for content, to go away from this all.
Yeah.
Like, you just want to go on Twitch and play some games and have some fun and take away the stress of the world. Especially if you're active military, I think that's actually a very valid excuse, in my opinion, to want to just be away. But not everyone thinks this. So let's go and let this video go playing out, because this was so poorly received that the entire VTubing group has now been disbanded.
Accountability and responsibility does not exist in current day content creation. Instead, now
I can't agree on that though, because people don't like taking accountability.
Nowadays, content creators doing anything and everything to make sure they get as much money as possible from every single viewer. Tomo Mar.
I haven't streamed in like 5 days because I'm relaxing, and I wish I don't even have memberships on this channel, dude. I'm messing up. I don't even have merch or nothing, dude. I'm a failure.
Oh my god.
Exception to any of this. A perpetual victim and coward who constantly hides behind her flag and her country to avoid any responsibility for anything she says or does.
So they're just going straight into it. I also, if anything, I appreciate the fact this is only 4 minutes, because sometimes these things get like 30 minutes long. They're saying you got no accountability, you're just an actual victim, you're hiding behind the American flag, you're gross, that's okay. These are strong words already coming out.
Despite LARPing as a military patriot who's adamant.
LARPing as a military patriot, I think a lot of people are upset about that one, because I think they were actually active military.
About being apolitical. She's most notable for her takes such as,
they're trying to hide the truth from us, but we know the truth, and we will fight for this truth until the bitter end. So yes, horses for everybody.
I do like horses. My family was literally in the Kentucky Derby. Just saying. Back in the day, my aunt used to go and raise horses. We got that vibe.
Canada will be deleted promptly.
Now I didn't do that intentionally. That's my bad. They basically had a line saying Canada will be deleted.
Canada will be deleted promptly.
Canada will be deleted promptly.
Shout to you. Your country got mentioned. Let's go. I love all my Canadian brothers and sisters out there besides the French Canadians. You guys can just saying. That's a joke, not really. Actually, no, one of my mods is French Canadian, but still. So it is a joke. But anyway, they're kind of like going on this big, you know, kind of back and forth. Like, we're going to own Canada, whatever. Sure, you can be upset about it.
Good lord.
Sure. You know, if you're Canadian, or, you know, you maybe a little too on the extra, you know, when it comes to political tensions, sure. It's like maybe not the best wording, fine. But it's just like a meme. Like, I would say probably every American, we love Canadians. Like, we can have our opinions, whatever. I've met a bunch of Canadians. You are my brothers and sisters. We are chill. I'm assuming this person feels the same exact boat. It's just a meme. But they're trying to be like, oh my god, it's really political. Now, they do have a kind of a point. It is technically political, quote unquote, but not really. There's a big difference between like who you're voting for, what are your like rights, like do you believe in ICE or not, versus like, oh, it's time for us to go and get Canada. Like, oh sure, this might get me canceled, but I'll defend this person a little bit. Like, it's just a joke. It's not that bad at the end of the day.
That goes without saying. We need to make sure that happens fast. We need to strike them when they least expect it. We need to basically sucker punch them and drain them of their resources and then cut them off completely. So the flint and steel means I get
Okay. Okay. Like,
to burn some villages down. Exciting news. Let's go look for a village and then we'll go from there. I don't have to get my own resources if they've already got them for me. This is like a simulation of what's going to happen to Canada.
I totally understand, America.
like my take on this is, okay, yeah, if you're really in the whole political spectrum, you're really hardcore, you're a Canadian. Ooh. So there's be one Canadian person who just like unsubs. I'm so sorry. I do like Canada. Like, no meme. It's not that big of a deal. It's jokes. I've heard crazier jokes. I've heard horrible comments. I've seen opinions in the VTubing world that are bad, dude. Like, you can tell they're probably bad people. Like, bad people. This is just like lighthearted. I don't think they mean anything that bad about it. And I think a lot of people in the VTubing world 100% agreed. There are so many people that are just disliking this, protecting them. It's like a big difference. Like, it's a, I don't know. It's just like a military thing where it's not active ICE, you know. It's just, I don't want to get even to that much of that detail because it's a little touchy. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, it's not cancel worthy, if you will. Maybe you could be like, oh, I don't like them for that, or but like a whole YouTube video trying to cancel them and, like, you know, saying they're performative at the end. That's, you know what I mean?
Making these jokes about pillaging their neighbors for their resources is incredible content, considering your current administration constantly does it almost every single day. Yet when a Canadian VTuber decides to make a joke about a fictional horse girl turning into glue, that's a step too far. Even going so far,
I think they were mad. I think they made a tweet saying,
what?
turn this industry plant horse into glue. I'm so for real. It did actually get a lot of favorites, so apparently some people are not liking this girl. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but maybe I'm wrong. I think most people in the video and other stuff kind of agree on my take, but I mean, you guys can let me know. Naturally Under Day is a morally neutral and innocent nationalist. So this is, I think, kind of the big issue. Like, they're trying to make them, they're forcing them to speak out. They're forcing them to be like, I need to hear your thoughts on ICE. I need to have you go and say this. But I think the big defense was everyone's just like, bro, they don't want to. Like, it's just, they're there to stream. They're active military. That's like their shtick. They don't have to give you their political thoughts. They don't have to shove it down your throat. And it's also weird too because they say they want to turn them into glue, which means, like, are they going to die? Like, in my mind, I feel like this is worse to go and say turn them into glue and, like, insinuating that they maybe go and support ICE, you know, if they do or do not. Like, you're putting words in their mouth and saying they should literally be turned into glue versus them just being like, hey, Canada, we get some rocks, you know?
Yeah, my God.
Like, there's like levels to it, maybe, if you guys are seeing what I'm saying. Maybe, if like I always keep on saying, you guys gonna disagree with me, I don't mind.
even going so far as going on her Twitter to declare that it was death threats made against her. Yet
You said you're gonna turn her into glue. I mean, like,
yeah, you're gonna turn her to glue.
Why am I trying to cancel this guy? Just like you literally said, he showed on the screen. It's your own proof. Self-reported. If you want to twist this message me being a bad guy that deserves to die, because I know some of you will. Some people in the YouTubing world need to calm down on these, like, D threats. Because even I get them, and I'm not, I don't even think I say anything that bad. Like, it's crazy, dude. Like, I've always said this, like, Bao's community has sent me so many mean things back in the day. Now, maybe I just overly bring it up, but it's just always a perfect case in point. I don't care. It's not, you're online. It's whatever. But, like, why does it always go to this dude? For some odd reason, everyone always goes to the extremes when you're hiding behind a Twitter profile or you're on Reddit. It's too much. Like, people gotta chill. So, like, don't do that to people. Or whatever doesn't sure, go ahead. I'll continue offering a chill space for my community where they can take a break from all the hecticness in the world. They just want to chill and vibe, you know? Like, they don't want to bring up politics. I don't even want to bring up politics, but sometimes
I don't either.
You know what I mean?
Against her. Yet when she rightfully pisses people off, this is what she has to say.
Maybe I'm just insensitive. Maybe my sense of humor doesn't jive with a lot of people. That's probably not it. I think I just keep attracting some really dainty fellas that do not take jokes very well. Maybe I
This sounds exactly like the person in this video.
need to, like, put, like, a disclaimer in all of my shorts that says, like, hey, this is a fucking joke. Stop getting upset, please. I don't understand the point of getting mad at a VTuber joke of all things, you know? Like, that's like such a weird battle. Horse girl getting sent to the glue factory. The fuck you mean? What did I do? What did I do?
You're more than willing to
I've made, like, Canada jokes to my Canadian friends. Like, am I gonna get canceled? I mean, they'll joke right back though. I feel like I don't know. I have friends. I feel like a lot of people online just don't actually have friends. Like, you don't want to be evil. You want to treat people with respect. You know, like there's certain things I don't mind saying and standing by. Like thinking things can go too far. Yeah, but like, dude, I'll make jokes with my Canadian friends like in private, and I'll go and visit them and hang out, have some maple syrup together. You know, it is what it is. So I don't know. Maybe I'm like not meant for the VTubing world.
Giggle like an idiot at the same
I'm fucking giggling. I'm giggling myself. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely for the problem. Okay, I mean well. Okay, like I mean well.
Joke I made. The only difference is that it was made by one of your chatters. It's incredibly hypocritical and pathetic.
Bro, you're like trying to cancel him. You're making a YouTube video right now trying to cancel him.
To be offended at the same shit that you do constantly. I'm sorry you're so dainty. The funniest
mean
thing is that this spawned simply because of a JJK meme, and I thought it was perfectly applicable to her. It took me a grand total of 5 minutes to make this. Here's another one that took me 5 minutes to make. This summarizes the average Tomo fan, who
Bro, they're saying their viewers are Nazis. Oh my god, this person's mean. Yeah, no wonder why there are so many dislikes on this video. Tomoe Amari fan meeting. I'm glad Tomoe is apolitical.
Wow.
Bro, ouch. Okay. Ugh.
fan, who I had to constantly deal with the last few days in my comments. If you are claiming—
Oh, I just realized they have a Canada sticker on their model. I think they're Canadian, and then they got some pushback on their tweet, and they got kind of mad. So they want to make a cancellation video. Oh, is that what happened?
Other people cannot take a joke, and then you cannot take a joke.
Me?
You are a fucking idiot. What's even more impressive is that you refuse to denounce anyone because—
What am I? I'm just making fun of you. So this is, I think, another part where people are getting mad because they're forcing them to go and make political grandstanding things. And if anything, I actually respect someone who doesn't want to, because they're like, I'm good. Like, it's not my place. Now, I don't think politicalness should always be on streaming and Twitch, and especially in the VTubing world. There's so much political stuff in VTubing, it's crazy. But like, yeah, they're trying to like force them to make a response and like bring attention and light to this. Now, some people may disagree. I'm one of those people, like, I'd say it's up to the person. Like, I respect people who are outspoken about it. You have the right to have your thoughts, but I'm one of those people myself. I'm like, you do you, dude. I'm just here to play some games, play some League of Legends on my Twitch stream, and talk about some gossip, you know? At the end of the day, unless you're being crazy about it, then I'll talk about the crazy. So it's like people didn't like that you're trying to like almost cancel them to make them make a stance in the first place.
more impressive is that you refuse to denounce anyone because that would hurt your bottom line. You refuse to say anything because, again, it would ruin your bottom line. And you're also scared that if you have your true feelings out there, you would lose a majority of your audience. You appeal to everybody because you have no real—
It's interesting because I've actually seen the opposite, where if people go and like quadruple down, they will actually usually get more viewers. Maybe a good example is like Powder. Powder is just like, you guys think I'm evil, I'm gonna keep going. And I've seen her viewership go up like 5x. Now, whether you guys agree or disagree with her or like her or whatever, I'm just saying, like, it was actually almost would be more into Tome's vibe to speak their opinion, even if this person doesn't like it, because we've seen a lot of actually good reception towards that negative side. So once again, that actually kind of gives me some more credit towards her for just being like, it's not the time, you do what you want. It's almost respecting the audience rather than insulting the audience, if you will, you know?
Opinions of your own. The only thing you do care about when it comes to representing your country is how much money it could generate for you.
I don't care where you're from or what you stand for. Everybody in my community is welcome. I don't care what—
Yeah, I think she's trying to be like, you just want to show up, you can show up, you know?
Yeah. The fuck you are or what you do with your life. As long as you're courteous and kind to those around you, you are welcome in the Umarmi, right?
You can't even muster up the courage to say that you don't want your country to murder its civilians. It's not a political—
Is this person Canadian? Like, they're getting a little on, like, you know, the edgy side. No, I want to say edgy per se, but you know what I mean, like more of the political, their opinion on it all, which is fine. But like, you're just trying to cancel someone, and that's what a lot of people didn't like. And there's been a lot of comments, a lot of tweets, a lot of messages that are like, bro, no.
Take to have empathy for your countrymen. You use your platform to be an ignorant airhead, and you are arrogant in that nothing you say will matter for you. You don't use your community or platform to establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, or provide for the common defense. The oath you promised to uphold when you started to serve your country has now become—
You see how it's just kind of like, they're just trying to go and find everything wrong. And I don't think they've done anything that bad. Like, you maybe disagree, and then politically, that's fine. But you just move on. You know, you just unfollow, you don't watch them. That's fine. But like to make a whole YouTube video, tweet, saying they end up in a belong in a glue factory, everything else, seem like you're a victim. Like it's just too much.
Become obsolete in the grand scheme of things. You watch as your government continues to beat down and kill your civilians, and still you say nothing, and still you do nothing. If you wish to be an actual patriot, you would stand with your countrymen. Fuck ICE, fuck Trump, and fuck you, Tomo.
What?
Okay, so anyway, whether you agree or disagree with the overall like statements and vibes of it all,
That's
your
crazy.
go for it. But once again, the whole big issue here is that they're just coming off very mean, very condescending, very like, I'm gonna cancel you. And yeah, you may not necessarily fully agree on some of those takes. And honestly, some people actually kind of agreed as well. Like, we always want to show both sides. I'm more on the, I just don't like someone trying to force someone to have to say something and or cancel them. Some people on Reddit even were like, they seem like a grifter and a loser. Seen some clips about Canada. I suggested when trying to defend her to stop the mental gymnastics and realize people can come in all shapes and sizes. Saying she's a fence-sitting nationalist meat rider who only echoes conservative slop talking points and never dares to give criticism to the government she loves. Her not loving your country 100% of the time means you don't truly love where you come from. Also jokes about invading Canada as a presidential candidate, not exactly her actions or words the political views you make. Yes, sure, if you guys agree on that, but just people are trying to like cancel them. That's like, I'm more the nitty-gritty of it all. Active service in the military, yeah, keep sending her hate. I'm a recruitment tool for the branch of the regime killing people. That's totally neutral action, actual garbage. They're right though, Tomei sucks. So some people were kind of against this. But obviously on the whole Twitter end, a lot of people are like just saying, well, bro, I don't know about this one too as well. Because other people are also saying if she's active military, she can't actually voice her opinions. Don't know why she doesn't say that or has only missed it too as well. And people are saying coercion is grifting. Issue that's true two kinds of people. I didn't have an opinion, but blank said a thing, and now that's my opinion. They have an opinion, but kind of resent you for being pushy and aggressive, so it's the opposite of whatever you want to as well. And a lot of people are like, I feel sorry this girl got taken after. I feel like in some sectors, being in the military will open you up to hate, sadly. And that subreddit in particular is a really bad echo chamber too. A lot of people are being like, hey, this is just due to like the character. They're trying to keep it like apolitical. They're trying to keep it chill. Some people are saying this is maybe even like Chinese bots too as well. A lot of people are saying it was maybe rage baiting. And a lot of people are just like, what is going on? Like Reddit, that's Reddit for you. That's Reddit everywhere, dude. Or any person who serves our country doesn't deserve this disrespect. Which I'm kind of agreeing on that too as well. Like, not to say they can't be still criticized or judged. You always want to give a little bit of like respect if you guys can. Now, other people were definitely defending them, saying they did nothing wrong. Leave the American Uma alone. She's been apolitical forever and just loves her country. What is wrong with having some patriotism? I know America's imperfect, but hell. And a lot of content creators were supporting them. A lot of people are saying on top of this, a lot of people are saying, hey, I'm getting tired of these recent behaviors harassing people because you need them to go and like basically go and say their political opinions and thoughts. So it kind of stinks, you know? But anyway, when it comes to this, like a lot of people were against what we're going with. Maybe you disagree, maybe not. But a lot of people out here were kind of mocking up the V Blurbos, which actually end up getting deleted. It's not active on Twitter as we speak. And people are like, dude, this guy killed his own corpo with this insanity of just attacking Tomoe. But is acting like he's all good and somehow winning, making people see it. The dislike ratio was nuts, and the amount of support I saw Tomoe was insane. So if you're looking for a group of little blurbs, come inside of us. Let's go hang out, come chill. And all the tweets on this throughout this like last week or so. And this is why I made this video, because I saw this in passing, but like it got crazier because this just like it got deleted, like it's gone. Are you guys aware that one of your talents is trying to pick up a political fight with an indie VTuber just for the sake of being a morally bankrupt scumbag? Ooh. Never heard of this group, but your bigot rat makes me not want to check out any of the other talents, which is a shame because some of the character designs are sick. They deleted the account. Like they're literally deleting it since they speak. You know, too, as well. Like people are making memes and saying on top of this. I hope not, but none of them have really posted anything on Twitter in a while. Why your creator's so toxic? Like everyone's calling us out. First impression of this group being one of yours harassing someone for not taking political stances does not ingratitude your company. And it's not about the political end. Like you could always have your thoughts. I want to keep saying that. And like if you disagree with a VTuber or content creator because of that, they don't stand by your morals, that's okay. But you can't like morally grandstand on people. You can't try to force arguments. You can't try to go and like yell at them and like you can't just go and try to cancel someone and not expect some pushback, especially when people don't agree with you at the end of the day. And a lot of people are like, yeah, this is our first group and like you're trying to cancel them all. And it was a little bit smaller, yeah, sure, but they just started up. Like this is a brand new thing. And to kind of wind it on down to as well, and also here is the whole Viva Lord is just completely gone. But to kind of wind it on down, this whole Tomoe person, which doesn't, like, they seem chill. Like, I'm cool with them, I guess. I don't know. I have nothing against it. But they had this big tweet the other day, and kind of in regards in the wind down of the situation. As a content creator, it can be easy to get swept up in negativity. If your character is attacked, it's natural to be angry. But if you know in your heart their words are untrue, there's no real reason to be angry. I don't condone responding to anger with anger, which I respect. Conduct yourself with dignity, integrity, and kindness. There's more important things in life than petty internet drama. Now, some people may say, oh, it's all political stuff, but if they just choose not to, you can't force them to. That's the end all be all. At the end of the day, I'm here to entertain people and make them happy. Good. Let people assume what they will about me. It doesn't speak for who I am as a person, nor will it change anything at the end of the day. I appreciate everyone defending me, but please don't stoop to their level and spew senseless vitriol and hate. It's not worth it, nor is it healthy. Which I agree. They're being like, hey, we're seeing some of the stuff, making it a little too ramped up. Let's calm it down. It's not the vibe. Focus on lifting your Oshis up, rather than tearing others down. It's a more productive use of your energy and better for everyone all around. Life is too short to fixate on negativity. If anything like this comes up in the future, as I'm sure it will in my time as a content creator, hope you remember my words now. Please take care of yourself. Well, that was a nice statement. It's like, hey, yeah, we're kind of seeing some toxicity. We're seeing some stuff that I don't approve of, whether it's from my own community or others, and let's not stoop down to that level. And I kind of agree on that too as well. Yeah, the whole world's a little bit on the tense side right now. The whole world's a little bit on the stressful end too. And I just hope whatever you guys believe in, you stand by it, and you're around the people who support you as well. I hope everyone stays safe. I hope no one ever feels bad. Like, I'm not a big fan of talking about politics too, because I am kind of a fence sitter myself, I've grown up everywhere, I've talked about this, and I just want people to feel safe, at the end of the day. But I don't know. It doesn't matter. Like, I just hope you guys have a good day. My political
It's crazy that people will take the simplest, like the most chillest jokes, or like it's crazy that people will take like a joke way too seriously, no matter how small or how dumb the joke is, and just assume that that is something that involves like apparently what has happened in recent times, that it makes no sense whatsoever. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, I heard about Jinxie Clean Clash Royale. Um, it did happen. I saw when it happened, and yeah, dude, it wasn't really that good, especially like the release of like their new heroes. It's yeah. Oh, not Parlo, dude. Oh, and this features Florida Bay. Gay femboys. Yeah, that's what you like. What? Let's see. What else is there? All right, hold up. Where is it? Okay, I'm pulling up my stream because I am getting tired of this. I'm going to do this. So. Alright, there you go. Yeah, so please, Tony, please stop calling me CB. I said this before. I'm not gonna say it again. This is the last time I'm gonna tell you this. I am no longer CB. I am not gonna be called CB. The only people that can call me that are people I'm friends with. That is it. Your account is named Tony. I don't care what else you call. Oh, I'm still calling you Tony. Your worst clips. Let's see. Oh, yeah, by the way, this channel, the presidents play horror games, the guy who did like the AI president stuff, they're back. Yay! And honestly, they're really funny. Streamer review buying situation. Oh yeah. Apparently people are assuming okay, alright. Give me his channel. Yeah, so do I need to put you in a timeout? Because I'm getting really tired. You know what? Screw it. It don't matter. You're getting timed out. I told you this before. I told you this before. Please stop calling me CB. It's not my name. It's not my name. Not anymore. Actually, I might have to. I'm going to have to change my Discord name. How many or how many videos should? Oh yeah, I have watched this. This. Damn it, son. All right, that's it. Okay, you know what, Tony? I said I would time you out. Yep. I said this before. Do not call me CB. This is the last time. I'm gonna keep saying this. Next time you call me, if I get called CB, you're banned. You're hanging from the channel. Jeez, Elise, dude. Monday. Jinxie. I don't know what Jinxie is even doing. Epic Games accidentally proved theme. What? Who's hidden from the chat? I don't know. Marcus. Tony. I'm about to actually hid Tony from the channel because he keeps calling me something I'm no longer being called as. Perfect golden fruit. I don't even know. Tony was hidden. He's a good guy. Well, no, he's timed out. Are you talking about Toby? Apparently, he's been calling himself Toby because he took I guess he took over Tony's channel. Well, I don't actually see anything else I can watch from here. Let me refresh my page. Tony gave Toby his channel because Toby lacked brain cells to make his own. He just can't change his handle right now. Uh-huh. I see. So, yeah. Well, if that's the case, I wanted him to stop calling me CB. I gave up that name. I said this before, and it's getting really annoying for me to deal with this. And if I gotta say this one more time, that channel's just gonna be hidden. That channel's just gonna be hidden. Kingsman's. Oh, my last time addressing this. Oh, I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna watch this one, and then I'm gonna call that good for stream because it's been kind of boring today. I didn't really want to do that on stream today, anyways. Despite of that name, it's within you. All right. I'm gonna make this very fucking clear. Stop. That name is out of the fucking window. Please, for the love of God, any more mention of this is not only a 24-hour timeout, but also I will end the fucking stream. Right, I'm gonna watch this, and then I'm gonna call it good for today. Tomorrow I'll have something ready for to play on stream. All right, Kingsman, what you got?
Farming, misinformation, and context. All three of which are key components that come after a drama. And I believe it's extremely important.
Oh, and of course, it got me with the fucking. Hey, Vsauce, Michael here. Where are your fingers?
To address them following any given situation. Ever since the whole drama happened in the first place, people have been talking about the situation for content, which is totally fine. The way people do it is mostly okay. However, there are some people in particular who use this as an excuse to either A, bully/hate on me, or B, others related to the situation. And of course, after calling it out on stream, all of the comments that were related to the situation were immediately deleted, despite them being hearted and even pinned on the YouTube video. Regardless of that, the damage is still done, and for every single community, it spews up random bullshit messages like this and results in me having a bad image in these people's minds, regardless of what I did or didn't do. Because most of these videos take small portions or clips of something, only show that small segment, and then proceed to cut out all of the other portions of either a stream or a conversation. I think an even greater example of this is, I would say, only 3 people when the whole situation happened were on my side. And
I came to the old Markus. Okay.
Before, stayed completely silent in the
I'm just
matter, which is totally fine. You don't have to state your opinion on something. But then it's always strange when people who are centralized in the community don't talk about something that is so inside of their inner circle that it might as well be in their face, and then immediately are so quick to call somebody out for literally doing nothing and ignore everything else that was done by the other creators. I don't know, man, but maybe I'm just overstepping.
I will say, Kingsman played his cards correctly. Paint yourself as the victim in the situation. You got kicked from a $40,000 tournament, even though you were guaranteed to get paid anyway. Make yourself look like the victim. The rest of your teammates were bullying you.
However, there's a certain difference between being biased and unbiased.
There you go.
Especially
Okay.
in a lot of these scenarios, it's always
All right, we're done. 24 hours. Please stop. I'm done. I'm done with the. It was on the guidelines. It was on my channel guidelines. Stop doing this childish stuff. Whatever. I'm okay with joking and like. I'm okay with sometimes joking around and all that stuff, but you're getting a little childish, Jimmy. Stop.
important for them to have the most neutral take because that's the right thing to do. However, while using neutrality as a masquerade and in the same video not giving out equal representation is something that happened with a lot of these creators. On another note, for context, I've played against and with Pick and Roll. I've lost to him, beat him multiple times in a row. However, it's not until after this situation that all of a sudden a mini-series is created on me versus him, which, regardless of the intention, creates its own set of problems with harassment in both parties. And I think this comment sums it up pretty perfectly right here, with an artificially created best of 3, and on top of that, even going to a 4th game, which is totally fine. However, it leads to constant rage baiting and misinformation being said from one chat to another, leading to me calling Quad Pick and Roll's PR agent. Let me see what Quad wants you to say, bro. I know, he's gotta be like Pick's PR agent, dude. It's such rage bait, it's fucking insane. And to be honest, I completely agree with that statement. The constant rage bait from chat, and because within hours of me losing a game to Pick and Roll, it is immediately brought into the spotlight, put on his channel. However, if the exact opposite happens, not only is it completely swept under the rug while he's there in Pick and Roll's chat, so I know he's watching the stream, and the subject is being entirely changed. Either way, I want to give a quick example of how misinformation can be spread so fast, especially when you're a streamer, and why it's so important before making any official statements online that you have your proper facts correct. And surprisingly enough, what I'm about to show is actually the originator of why I even created the YouTube video in the first place, to defend against baseless stuff like this. I will not be posting this on any other platform as I don't want to spread this further, but I still do want to say my piece. So here is a small segment from Pick and Roll's initial reaction to me getting kicked out of the tournament. Listen guys, it's important to have this stuff down pat before the tournament. We need to know our solid composition. What do we do?
Our solid composition is her on the freaking Black Widow. Then
Bro, if that is your win con, we will automatically lose. You cannot have that as a win condition.
Okay, so hold on, pause.
I'm telling the truth.
Pause right there. From a fucking content tournament standpoint, he legitimately just called her ass, bro. Because you guys have to realize this tournament is content first, competitive second, right? You are competitive for the sake of content, all right? You cannot tell Zaza that she cannot play her main content character because it will sabotage the competitive aspects. Now, here's the thing, right? Kingsman values competitive over content, but that's not how this tournament is. It's not his fucking tourney. He cannot decide who runs what, bro. He needs to get that through his head. Doesn't matter what rank you are. Doesn't matter what accolades you have. Doesn't matter what tournaments you've won in the past. That does not fucking matter, bro. That right there, literally 2 seconds. This is my first time seeing this clip. He just called her ass. He said, if you run your content character for the sake of content, like, we're gonna lose. Which means he does not want her farming content in a content tourney. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, so let me run this.
3 people diving Zaza. That means there's 3 people in our backline on Zaza.
They are going to explode Zaza in 0.2 seconds and then go on our support. They are.
That's not how it works, Bessie.
That
Mind
is
you,
how it works.
Widow has like the strongest anti-dive ability like in the game, but that's fucking.
I'm not doubting her. You are misunderstanding.
Can we pause again? I have
they are
another
going
take
to
to
get
give.
shit
I have another
on.
take to give, unironically. Okay, so again, that was probably like, y'all catch that? So first, he's explaining how he doesn't want the comp to revolve around Zaza, which is a valid concern. Zaza, fucking time.
Low-key.
Yeah.
Man.
Like what he needs. Team,
Yeah,
you
it's just this guy. This guy's just yapping.
That's your teammate, bro. If you try to play around it, which they did, mind you, they found a perfect combo with Dark Child Projectile and Zaza's ultimate. I mean, bro.
Little one.
He's not even like having a conversation about it, bro. He's just straight up demanding. I just don't. I think that's where, like, from a Basm perspective, I can understand why.
I have no disrespect to the player though, guys. Like, that's all I'm saying. Don't send any hate to the player. It's just the ping. That's literally it. That's the only thing I have an issue with. Hopefully she can come to the VC and I can just tell her that myself. I'm not pissed, bro. My chat loves to fucking spread misinformation. It's my bot. Yeah. Okay, Lucy. You play Widow primarily, right? What's your somebody said you second Hella and Phoenix? We can run Widow off rip, but they're gonna run like triple support slop comps. I'm just letting you know. Oh my god, please purple. Okay, I apologize for his rude Zaza. Wrong point. I also punted Hawkeye. Oh wait, you Punisher? How good is your Punisher? I can't dive Punisher. I wouldn't ask you to dive Punisher.
I'm on end.
But like, fundamentally, at a competitive level, I completely understand Kingsman. By the way, like, I get what he's saying.
I get Kingsman too. Like,
yeah,
I want to win the money.
I think everybody understands what he's saying, but the way he's fucking doing it is just wrong. Like, it's just fucking incorrect. By the way, like, it's just terrible. This is just not how you go about what he's doing. At fucking all. That is just not how you do it, bro. Like, nobody communicates with their team like this. By joining up and the first thing you say is, yeah, she's a weak link, get rid of her.
What?
Yeah, we should definitely start practicing, especially with Zaza, because I feel like she might be our weak point. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, no shade. It's just like somebody with high ping. I mean, you did say that she does play on.
Also, chat. All right, let me get this through, by the way. It's a 40 grand prize pool, but if you win, you're only getting 3K. Like, sure, like that's a lot of money for some people. But Kingsman, he makes a good sum, bro. He has
Yeah, no, you're getting touched. All right, split. All right, we're done. I was gonna watch it this whole video for this entire stream, but nope. You guys want to fuck around and find out, and I'm just not in the mood to keep doing the stream anymore. I want to have a chill day. I want to watch some videos with you guys and just chat. That's it. That's all I want to do. I'm done. I'm done for the day. You guys have a good day. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.